the need to talk and interact is a little overwhelming.
Not really.
Because they initiate the conversation and then we do become really good friends.
Yeah, when it happens.
Welcome back to our series about introverts, where introverts answer questions extroverts always wondered about. And this is part 3. Just a reminder that the purpose of this series is to spread awareness about introversion and to get inspired about our diversity. The question number 1. Do you feel like you get better along with introverts or extroverts?
I do get along with both of them because I know something from both of the worlds.
I'm not really sure whether there is a difference for me.
Introverts, no question.
I don't know.
Well, there's certain extroverts I like more. I don't know, it just depends on person.
It's hard to tell from people which ones they are.
I feel like I can get along with both.
I would say introverts.
I think for extended periods of time, maybe introverts. But if it's like a short meeting, then I guess extroverts are more fun. I like fun people.
I remember having friends who are really introverted that I could become really great friends with because I know that they need their own space, so I'm able to give it to them.
It's like part of like social activities, lots of people, and then I'm like, no thanks.
And then with extroverts, like they're always going. I can always go, but I secretly take my time in the bathroom.
The interaction may be a little different with introverts.
Do you feel like what's the difference in the interaction?
Sometimes it's easier to start a conversation with an extrovert because they're kind of active. But I feel like introverts can relate to those moments when I don't feel comfortable anymore or I need a break from that social situation.
So what do you think about extroverts?
I don't know.
They exist.
I think they are needed, just like introverts.
I think they're needed.
Sometimes the need to talk and interact is a little overwhelming.
I'm not like you, and I understand why you act like you act, but please try to understand my own needs and why I don't necessarily like to be that social.
A little too much, but it's okay. We're different.
That's how I feel.
Like sometimes people who are more shy, they're not going to go and initiate a conversation or go to some place. So extroverts are perfect for that because they're like, hey, we should go there.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful how there are so many different people in the world and how they experience, for example, social situations so differently.
So you kind of just drag along, and once you get there, then you'll be like, okay, this is actually fun.
It's interesting.
Would you like to be more social?
Yeah, no thanks.
Sometimes.
Not really.
Sometimes, usually not.
I actually like being introvert. So, yeah.
I feel like I'm social enough for my needs.
I don't need more like things I want to do. Like I already have so many interests. I'm falling behind.
I'm pretty happy with how I interact right now, but sometimes I'm like, well, it would be nice to be more social, to actually go out with friends.
Maybe sometimes I wish I would be more active to keep in touch with my friends, because sometimes I get a little lazy and then I'm like, oh, time has passed and I don't know what's happening in their lives and we haven't seen each other for a long time and I wish we had.
After all, people makes it worth it.
Actually, I would like to exercise more straightforward with my true feelings. Cool. Yeah, I want to be more rude.
Like people are actually the most important thing in the world.
Or like have a courage to like be more rude.
It's not good for anyone to be just alone all the time.
So I can be alone.
The moment of truth. Do you have more friends who are introverts or extroverts? And family members do not count.
I think extroverts,
Well, introverts.
because they initiate the conversation and then we do become really good friends.
Well, I would guess that probably more introverts.
I think we kind of flock together.
I don't know. I don't know.
But the amounts are quite equal, I would guess.
It is hard to tell. I haven't asked the question from my friends.
I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about that before.
By the way, when I'm in a group which has more introverts, then I think I might be the most extroverted of them.
Okay. Well, knowing you, I think you have more extroverts, but I don't know. Those who I know, your friends, they're most of them.
Yeah,
And yet you don't.
it could be. It could be.
If they're really like really reserved, I think I might initiate more because it's not that like difficult for me. Yeah, when it happens.
So I think with the introverts, we still haven't talked to each other. So please talk to me.
Yeah, but I was not always like that.
You changed over years.
Yeah, I've changed over the years. So.
How often do you meet with your friends? And I guess in your case, it doesn't count like if you meet with your roommate.
Yeah.
Right now I have a good group of friends. We meet like 2-3 times a week.
Here in Turku, once a week, twice a week.
Well, obviously it's been very different now because of the pandemic.
Very rarely.
I usually do meet at least one friend in a week.
Depending if I have a sauna session. Yeah, that's the second time. And the first time is we have a game night.
Usually we go to the sauna together and then have like a game night. We cook together.
And it doesn't bother me if it's like we don't meet at all.
Like, I have times when I have more energy to meet people.
Maybe once in 3 months, maybe I feel like I should meet somebody. I think that's my threshold.
So that's like usually 2 times a week, sometimes 3 if there's a special occasion or if somebody comes up with some cool activity.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it is what it is.
Would you like to meet more often with your friends?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for watching, for answering. And remember, if you're an introvert, did someone just... Oh. And if you're an introvert, answer your thoughts in the comments below. Your answers for those questions. And if you're extrovert, ask more questions from introverts. Let's get to know each other. Let's understand each other better. That's the purpose of these videos. Consider subscribing. Yes, consider. That would be my challenge for you. Just kidding. You don't have to if you don't want to. We're very humble here in Finland. We don't ask for much. Do I look smarter with glasses? What is smartness? I feel like people always misunderstand this. Or maybe I misunderstand smartness. I hope no one thinks it's about IQ. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I think it's a lot about life choices. Yep.